Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this lunch bag. It's a quilted lunch bag. I have something similar on the channel. I'm going to put the link of the other tutorial so that you watch them both. Like I always say, no knowledge is waste. So having said that, let's go straight into the tutorial. So these are my dimensions already. I've already cut them out. I'm using an Ankara fabric as the lining. You can skip that. So the measurement of the main body is 13 inches by 10 inches. And this is the handle. The measurement for the handle is a 3 inches thin by 25 inches in total length. And this is the measurement of the bottom. It is a 10 inches by 6 inches, and this is the measurement of the middle part. It is a 22 inches by 7 inches. So I have both the foam and the lining as well. So when you're cutting your own, you could use any fabric as your lining. So this is just me separating the lining from the foam and the front part, which is the leather, so that I'll just go ahead and quilt it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make a slant quilt. So what I did is I just slant it like this, and I'm going to start from this pointy end. I'll measure my 2 inches. From that 2 inches, I measure another 2 inches. From that 2 inches, I measure another 2 inches. And from that same 2 inches, I'm going to measure another 2 inches. So this is going to serve as a guide. Since I am not doing 1 inches, it's just going to serve as a guide. So after I do that, I'll turn it to this other end and measure another 2 inches as well. So after I do that, I'm just going to use my ruler to just draw a straight line, and I'm going to do that on every other pieces. So this is, I'll just draw my straight line. Let me just show you how it's going to be. So this is how it's going to be. I'm using that 2 inches as a guide. So I'll draw my straight line like this. I'll draw this other one. I just hope you understand what I am doing here. I'll just draw the other one, and I'll draw the other one again. So that's how I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw everything. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you, and God bless you. If you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new tutorials, because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys. Please support my channel, subscribe, share, like. And if you watch from if you watch tutorials from this channel and you've learned something, please give me a thumbs up, so that this is a sign you're telling the YouTube algorithm that this tutorial has been helpful. It should be shown to other people. So after I quilt the fabric, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to start working on the mid panel. The mid panel is 22 by 7 inches. So I'm just going to join both the lining and the zipper together. So after I measured the length I needed, I am just going to cut it out. The zipper I needed is 23 inches. I just made it 1 inches more. So please just look what I am doing. So I'm going to turn the main body to the wrong side. Then I'm going to put the zipper wrong side facing the wrong side. Please, I just hope you're seeing wrong side facing the wrong side like this. Then I'm going to use my pipe. So you could use a piping belt here instead of this Ankara fabric that I'm using. So I'm going to use it to pipe the edges like this, and I'm just going to sew it straight round. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So you see it's giving that effect already. Now for this other first part, I am just going to measure 6 inches on both ends like this, and I'll connect my lines. So that is where I'm going to start That is where I'm going to start sewing my zipper from. I'm not start sewing my zipper all the way. I'm starting to sew my zipper. English. I will start sewing my zipper from that 6 inches side. So I measure it on the front, both on the front and the back, so that I will not make mistake. So I'll do the same thing, wrong side of the zipper facing the wrong side of the body, and I'll just go ahead and stitch. So after I stitch, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm just going to go ahead and do is just go and start working on the handle. So if you are using a belt, all you need to do is you just measure 25 inches as the length. You don't have to fold it this way, but it's because I'm using an Ankara fabric, that's why I decided to sew it this way to make it strong. So I will start my measurements. I will go down from that 6 inches that I've measured before. I'll go down by 2 inches. Then I'll connect the lines, then I'll get the middle of the main body, which is 5 inches because the width is 10 inches. I'll connect the lines. Then from the 10 inches, I'm just going to go out by 2 inches each, and I'll connect the lines as well. So that's going to serve as a guide of where I'm going to put the first strap like this. So I'm going to sew it all the way from down to the place, to that 2 inches place. So after stitching, I'm going to use this belt as this middle thing. So for this other second panel, I am just going to get the middle as well. So I'll connect the lines. It is 22 inches, so the middle is going to be 11 inches. Then I'll go out by the same 2 inches on both sides. Then I will now go down by 2 inches from the top. So that's going to serve as a guide of where I'm going to be putting the second handle, and I'll do the same thing on it. So for the chingly hand that is going to be on top the lunch bag, so I'll get the middle of the bag, and I'll get the middle of the top, the middle of the 6 inches and the middle of the 10 inches. Then I'll also go out by 2 inches it. Then I'll just sew this tiny thing there. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. As you can see, our handles are in place already. So these measurements that we're doing is to make sure our hands are not in different directions. So the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to put your runner. So I put 2 runner because this is an actual project, a client's project. So I put 2 runner. So after I put my runner, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to start sewing the sides like this. I'll arrange it nicely, and I would pipe it while sewing it this way, so that it will come out neat like this. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to come and start fixing the bottom. And this is like basically everything about the tutorial. So when I'm fixing the bottom, I will start from any edge that suits me. So I'll just sew it this way, and I'm going to pipe it in the process. This is because I just want to make one straight stitch. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. As you can see, our bag has come together. You could actually put a long strap if you want. I later put a wrong strap on the bag, but I couldn't show that video because I had to do that one as an emergency work for the client. But still on still, you could sell this bag like this. It came out beautiful, and it was should I say perfect? It was awesome. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again, and if this tutorial has been helpful, please do well to give me a thumbs up, and see you guys in my next one.